Located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now this throw caught left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. First down, Bridgewater. It's hauled in by Shepard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will call. 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Running, it's Drake. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
If there's ever such a thing as a downside to such a nice drive, it's that we didn't get a chance to talk about them earlier. But I would have said, keep an eye on this offensive line and let's see how it performs. And so far, so great, because they've already gotten their running back into the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So they're
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now Rodgers. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Robinson's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is Shepard on the catch. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down, 18.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete to Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Colts pick it up, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a carry for Bernard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action now. Bridgewater. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Down from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Drake. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play fake. Bridgewater. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. Recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3. Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers, he finds Robinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Rodgers. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Johnson, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, right there, 54 miles.
Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Johnson running right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Drake. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Slam, slam, slam.
On third down, Bridgewater. And it's complete to Kelsey. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Darkwan. They find some open field here. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On the run, Darkwan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Right back to Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He completes it to Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Alert! Alert!
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Darquan. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Orleans Darquan with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to
because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. 1st down, Bridgewater. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A draw play, Bernard. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing is Bridgewater. It's caught. Shepard. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. His throw incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Bridgewater again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
I can't believe they let you play. Shut up. They didn't let you play.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Jerry Hughes. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Darkwan. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Jim.
Hey, 626.
Watch the whip.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Indianapolis,
these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fact. Cause the money low, I'm a brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an A. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Push him back. Push him back.
A first down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's caught out wide by Stills. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
20.
on second down now. It's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Gun.
3rd and 2, Newton. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Don't get nervous. Check 4. Over here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Mike Evans, he's going to go. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st down, it's Newton. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Stills bringing it in. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton stepping up. He's going to keep it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together. Check.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete. Stills. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And some space here. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And this is caught by Evans. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10.
All tied up, 6-6. Our score after 1.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Out, 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 out.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I got one. He's checking.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Cook with a first down and much more. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is Cook with a grab. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Newton on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To try again after the sack. Newton, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now Newton on first down. The connection made. It's Graham. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he finds Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. He completes it to Evans. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Rodgers again now. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Here we go. Inside. Over.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make some.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Stills the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? Now, Katie.
Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Newton. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
20.
On 1st down, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Ready? 180. Scoop. Let's go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Newton. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Lions first down.
Here we go. Mike 57. Check.
On first down, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. It's caught here by Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The screen does get them 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The kick by Gold is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Davante Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete. Stills. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Rolling to his left. He's got Evans. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what it's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's into the clear. The 40. He's at the 30. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Back to throw, Newton. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he caught it up, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 27, Newton. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the sit out.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And an alley to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you,